It's time for the Loco Sports Lowdown. Here are your hosts, Justin Jarrett, Wes Kerr, and Max Araj.
Hey, Loco sports fans. Welcome. I just came from the other studio over at Under the Bus. Justin Jarrett, along with Wes Kerr and Max Araj, and we'll have other friends popping in. In fact, one of them already in the green room. Bracken Lambert waiting in the wings. We'll talk with him momentarily about another big day for USCB, not only on the field, but off the field. We got USCB basketball in action right now. We'll get the stream pulled up here shortly. 39-30 right now. Georgia College leading USCB men. Women took a tough loss tonight. They were up like 13 in the second half, let it slip away. 68-61 loss, but played a tough game, but took a tough L. Softball got swept at Francis Marion, so it's been kind of a bummer day, but we do have big news because they do have a women's soccer coach over at USCB. So we'll talk about that with Bracken. We've also got queued up the SCISA basketball brackets. We'll check those out a little bit later. I may check out before we get to that. And then also a football player has committed. We'll talk more about that. But the show brought to you tonight by Mickelson Law Firm, our all-star sponsor, our original sponsor, with us since 2017 when we got this thing going. Been with us ever since, and big supporters. Just talked with Ryan yesterday and let him know how much we appreciate him for helping us keep this thing going and growing. But Mickelson Law Firm can help you with all your legal needs. They're right in downtown Bluffton. They are official real estate closing attorney and presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage, and they present the Loco Sports Lowdown tonight. And we should waste no more time. We should get our man Bracken Lambert in here. He, like you said, Wes, he's not so much a guest as a friend of the show, and we welcome our friend Bracken Lambert. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
You cooling out? Looks cozy over there.
Yeah, over here in
Been a kind of a bummer of a day so far. We'll see if the men can turn it around here as far as the on-field results. But big news elsewhere at USCB.
Yeah, Gary Boughton officially named the women's head coach for the soccer team, and yeah, it was a long and exhausted search for, to replace Jay, and Dan, I think, did a tremendous job this past fall in the interim, and I think that he did so much with a team of 37, and not having a true assistant, and him being so young, 27 years old, only having, 1 year of collegiate coaching under his way. And sorry if I get distracted, kind of looking up and back and forth at the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super pumped for him. I think Gary is going to be a good fit here, and Dan will also remain on staff. That's one of Quinn's rules, or Quinn's, I don't know what policies. Yeah, that's a good word for it. That the assistant coach, if there is a coaching change, still has the ability to stay as long as they so choose.
Yeah, and he's been true to that for a long time. Every time there's been a coaching change, if the assistant wants to be a part of the continuing staff, then it's always 1 year, right? It's you got to keep him on for a year, and then if it doesn't work out, so be it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan will be the assistant through the 2025 season, guaranteed. And I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't. You saw the results he did as his primary focus was on goalkeepers during the 2023 season, and you saw how good that was. So, but yeah, it's an exciting hire. Gary was in the running last year for the job, and it was just not the right time. And he was a highly regarded coach at the D3 level, and his interest was there, and he just the cards just didn't fall the right way because his wife was pregnant with the baby, so that's a tough one and understandable. But he led the Trine Thunder, man. He picked up, I think it was 60 something wins during his 6 years there.
Yeah, that's a D3 in Indiana, right? Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't look.
Angola, Indiana.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I mean, he has been very successful. He's got over 100 career wins, and yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I only got to spend a few minutes with him because the first time we brought him on campus was opening day. So,
Oh, okay.
so that was a JJ, as you know, a crazy day for us over there. So
Yeah, you didn't get 2 words with him. Like you were a little busy over there.
Trying to get all the rosters printed
the
and
game on.
whatnot. So
Got the game on. We're coming back as we do.
And he also had a great run at SUNY Erie College over there in Buffalo for a couple of years, and he helped to build that program into something special when he was over there in New York. So I like the success. The track record speaks for itself, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what he can do here. I think just for a first look, I think it's a terrific hire. He seems to have the coaching pedigree and the strong resume that's needed, and he's gotten solid results out of a couple of collegiate programs and have really built them to become strong schools throughout the years. So I'm very, very excited to eventually talk to him and work with him as we get closer to the fall. So I'm very pumped. I think this is a great hire, and I'm looking forward to seeing him continue to build this program here at USCB, one that we've seen some terrific success over the years, and I think he's a outstanding fit. So welcome to the Loco, Coach Boughton, and really excited to see what he can do here.
Yeah, and you know who the first person to text me after we wrapped up the story? Jay Harris. Yep. Jay is in the know.
Speaking of former Sand Shark soccer coaches, you know who texted me tonight?
Ed Heberling.
Ed Heberling. Yeah.
What did Edward?
Do you know what Ed texted? You really want to know what Ed texted me? It'll sound like I'm bragging, but I'm not. But this is what Ed texted me. He said, keep up the great work. You're making huge differences in the lives of so many. And I appreciated that.
Yeah, man.
Made my day. Ed Heberling's a great man. Yeah,
that family has Heberling will be a Hall of Famer. In my book. When we start the Hall of Fame,
you talk about blood, sweat, and tears, like actual physical labor to build a program. Both of them were very much involved in that at every step of the way.
I mean, Laura was the head coach for what, 5 years?
She was the first assistant coach for softball, and then she became the head coach. It was the head coach for a good while.
5-6 years,
and Ed was the first soccer coach and was there for that entire time. So they were. It wouldn't be where it is without them, to say the least.
No, not at all.
And now Laura, the pitching coach of the University of Kansas.
Yeah, go Jayhawks. For her sake. For her sake.
I can't say those words. Those are words that I don't say. I say rock chalk chicken hawk.
There you go. Yeah.
And then something else before KU.
How about KG at the line?
Yeah, man.
I told you. This is exactly where the Sand Sharks have been in the past, and
I'm getting tired of writing
from the slightest that they have started off the second half like they are right now. Kenny Gaines rock solid at the line, and you're starting to see this team get the strong shooting going, and overall some exceptional effort on defensive end of the floor as well. But now just a 2-point game with a ton of time left to go in the second half.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been like that ever since we got back from the snow days.
Yeah.
They have been struggling the first half, like really. And I mean, they went 9 for 33 from the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been pondering on this a little bit because it's bothering me. Like we have our little travel baseball team went through this for years, and we still have spells where we do it where the first dang inning we cannot get out of our own way. Like we can't get out of first gear in the first inning, and it feels like this team is kind of caught in that rut a little bit right now, where they just can't get it going. They can't get traction early. It takes a while, but I think part of it is that it seems that way, but the reason it seems that way is because the rotations start out whatever they are, but then by halftime, Fudala's made some adjustments to who's playing with whom, and
And
we started
that's
to
the
see
mark of
some
a great
things.
coach. And
Yes,
that's
and so in the second half, it starts to click because he gets the
Yeah.
rotations right.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, USCB just took the lead 46-45 over
And
Georgia
won.
College. This is what they're best at, and obviously timeout for Georgia College as well. So, man, USCB back in the game, man, and they I don't know why, but they are definitely been, like you said, Bracken, a second half team when winter break or snow day ended, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're a second half team anyway, just by nature, because the
but
way
they've
they
been
wear
more
people
so-
down.
Yeah, they've been more so a second half team since snow day.
Yeah.
Like it's become more and more obvious after the our week of snow.
I mean,
I think
but-
they
yeah,
get.
it
I
would
think they get a
work.
step or two faster than the
I mean,
opponent in like the last
we
5
said-
minutes of the game.
Yeah, we said right before the show began, Wes basically said,
Got them
when
right where they
down
want
at
them.
halftime, this
Right.
is right where they want to be.
They were only down 7 though. That didn't feel deep enough.
Yeah, that didn't feel as bad as it had been. Down.
We're usually down
20.
18 and 22.
Like Wes said, that's right where we want to be. Like
Yep.
it is the truth. I mean, seriously, after the last few games we've had,
Got 'em where we
especially
want them, boys.
yeah, the Saturday game, which I'm still trying to figure out what happened that Saturday. Like it's taken me a while to realize what happened this past Saturday with that win.
That
over
one
Georgia.
was crazy. That was
It was
crazy.
a crazy game. But I'm so happy to see a new face for women's soccer. Although I think it'll be a good step for them. I think this is a soccer program that has been trending in the right direction over the last few seasons, and so I'm very excited to see what he can bring to a women's soccer program that is flourishing right now.
Word. Yeah, should be cool, man. I'm excited for that. Do they get to play any spring games or anything?
Yes. I don't have the spring schedule yet.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people like trying to, or they put it on there. Okay, fight for the ball. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, loose ball. Fitty.
Of putting it on the schedule. But then it kind of messes with it a little bit because it's January, so then it puts it like January, February, so it puts it at the top of the schedule instead of the 2024.
Right. Yeah.
So, I usually don't. I tend to not put spring games because they don't. I mean, they don't mean anything.
They're not countable anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you could post about it and say, oh, who you're playing. I know in the fall we're playing College of Charleston, which is cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
So Dan's been working on that schedule, ever since November, getting some stuff locked in. We are going to make a trip down to go see our friend Jay.
Nice.
The original plan was for him to come up here, but scheduling conflicts changed that, so we're going to make it. Oh, where's the foul? Oh, come on.
You're seeing something different than I'm seeing.
I'm looking like up down. So I saw Tasso fall back. But,
oh no, he wasn't fouled. He wasn't fouled on that 3.
But
we got to not give up dunks at the other end though.
Go up, Huddy.
Yes.
So we'll go down and we'll play Edward Waters and Barry. Over a 3 or 4 day span.
Eddie Waters.
By the way,
you know what? Edward Waters has gotten really good at softball, by the way, and baseball.
Have they? I'm really.
Yeah, I noticed the other day their softball record last year. Well, because I'm a softball coach now, I have created a spreadsheet of every HBCU softball program in America because
Oh,
starting to make some promises that if you stick with me, kid. Yeah, I noticed that Edward Waters has become like really strong in softball, and I knew their baseball had really taken a big step up. Splash!
Ooh,
Mr.
Kyle
Pulse
Pulse.
Good one.
wearing
Kyle.
the right jersey, man. I can't get used to him wearing 3.
Yeah, that was weird. What was up with that? Did we get it
It
bloody
ripped.
or something?
Nope,
Oh,
ripped right down the middle.
Tell you what,
Checked
this
out.
this gym
Wow.
is
Nike
the
uniforms, man.
attendance nothing compared to the Cove. I
No,
mean,
the
But
attendance
can we
is sad.
just
The
say,
gym is amazing, though. The
yes,
arena
I
looks
was about to say,
incredible.
beautiful gym. It's a 4,000 seater too. Like that's a lot of seats to fill for
Well, and
for
that's why
teaching program.
that's why I've been saying bigger is not necessarily better. That's only 4,000, and it
I
feels
mean,
cavernous and empty.
I'm pretty sure I was looking it up before this game, like just to see what this arena was like, because I had seen it briefly, but I hadn't, really seen it until tonight, and it is beautiful, very beautiful arena.
It's
I mean,
really
it looks D1-esque, like D1.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it
very
looks
much.
like it looks like a mid-major D1
Yep.
gym.
Yeah, I mean,
better
this
than a
is-
lot of them.
Kennesaw
I mean,
State's is very similar to this.
Yeah,
Yes, agreed.
it's
And
better than a
I
lot
think,
of mid-major D1s.
I would
think-
say
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead.
actually better than a lot of D1s.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good
Yeah,
that's
steal.
what I'm saying.
Agreed.
Um, same-
Charleston Southern has nothing like this. They don't even have 1,000 seater at their
Right.
place. So there are some D1 programs.
There we go.
Splash!
Flash.
Tasso!
Man, they're on
Flash
fire right now.
goes on our play-by-play
I mean,
announcer.
St. Francis, where I went and did my internship, has a pretty a beautiful arena down on the floor. The
Yeah.
movable baskets and all that kind of stuff, which I think is a must. I think you need to have the baskets that aren't up on the
ceiling.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
one. You can sell sponsorships for those.
Right.
And,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and I think it just makes it look more basketball-esque. I mean, that was something cool. You put your logo, you put your brand logo, like St. Francis is sponsored by Under Armour, so they have Under Armour right in the middle of it, and they have the sponsorships on the camera side, and then they have the sfuathletics.com on the other. So it's cool because you can really spend your money the right way or get some stuff for it. I think we've talked about it. That's a must in the new gym. I know they wanted to.
By the
they were talking
way,
about
I know this wasn't today, but great to see the baseball team back up what they did on that last game on Saturday, get another one yesterday, and Carson Withers was the first career Sand Shark home run. That was nice to see.
Yeah, it was very good to see them go, and then the Johnny Holstaff, stuck tough one to when they allow those guys are allowing some runs. Tripp only lasted 2/3 of an inning. Great kid, by the way. Love Tripp. He's a hoot and a half. No,
They'll get
I mean,
there.
they're all. It's all going to come together. We'll see how they do down in Florida Southern this weekend. They're going to be on the road for the next month.
Yeah, I know. We mentioned that yesterday.
trip.
It's crazy to think about how long they're going to be on the road before we get to see them back at Richard Gray.
So, yeah, Cody.
Yeah, I agree. The giant monitors are cool.
Cody just texted me. We're talking.
Yes, they are.
Captions for the softball post.
Here's some of your tots. Hey, Napoleon.
Yeah, well, I mean, shoot, I still want the idea of having a jumbotron, that
would be nice.
Like a scoreboard, not
drop down.
A drop down
from the
that's
center. That's
like a video,
a
video board.
That's the move.
Yeah, if you take in markets, or if you take in market arena, obviously. Now, granted, that is a multi-million
amazing.
Yes,
but if you take the smaller side of the video board, and then just put 4 of them around, that's all you need. That's perfect.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
absolutely.
I'm
even
excited.
smaller. JJ, do you remember This was 2014. It was after I graduated. But I texted you a picture of the summit, and I said, wouldn't this be nice for us?
Yeah, I mean, vaguely.
I still have it. I still have it because it was cool because, the summit's one of the best arenas in the country. And we got to tour it and all that kind of stuff. What did we miss?
They had one.
On USCB.
And one for them, I believe.
Tie game, too.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin also that the
N1?
GCSU commercials are boring.
We're about to shoot the N1 right now.
Did he score it? Yeah, did he score the bucket?
Yeah, did he score
it? Was good.
I didn't have it in full screen, so I couldn't really see what happened.
Free throw is also good.
He did score it.
Down one.
Back down by one.
All right.
9
Wouldn't
minutes.
be a Peach Belt Conference game if it wasn't a one-possession game in the last.
Yeah.
Well, it took them an entire game to take the lead the last time around. So, I'm not worried yet. I'm not worried yet. We got
Bracken, can we get William Wynn to approve this? Finnegan coming in on a bungee cord from rappelling him from the roof.
How funny was
Or
that?
maybe a zip line. Maybe a zip line from 105 to 106.
Grand entrance for Finnegan.
Like
each
the
game.
Falcon, the Falcon at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Right.
I just want to see Finnegan zip line from 105 to 106. That'd be amazing.
Could you imagine him? Like, I mean, or JJ, you've worked with William you worked with him for years.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean,
he's a stickler.
I'll just let you. So I'll just go with this. He knows who I am. Obviously, we work together, but I go up one morning as the sun is rising to get drone footage of the campus.
Sure.
Everybody knows who I am.
Right.
He comes up to me. Excuse me, sir.
Do you have a license to fly that drone?
I'm like, William, that's me. And he's like, who's me? I'm like, I just got done with a workout, so yes, I'm in workout clothes. And he's doing his morning laps around the campus.
Oh.
I was like, come on, man.
He takes his job very seriously.
He does. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just like,
no. He's a stickler. I don't think he would approve. That was my whole point. I don't think he would allow Finnegan to repel.
No. I think he would probably be watching the monitor and losing his mind.
When you recognize someone, but they don't recognize you. Excuse me, sir. Oh man, that's funny. I would love to have
Gavin Lippy with the terrific. I think you should leave reference here. You don't even put on the mascot uniform. All you do is use the zip line.
Just some absurd basketball these last few possessions from the Sand Sharks is they've been able to find their offensive spark plugs here. Going up by 4 as we hit the under 8 timeout. Can they find a way to close it down?
While we're going to timeout, so a little fun news. Just my day was fun. I got the text from the boss this morning. Said, "Hey, ride with me to Allendale to the Region AD meeting." So I got to ride up to Allendale. We stopped at Bo Bop's in Estill. Got us a fried catfish meal for the road. Put a little mustard and hot sauce on that bad boy. It was terrific. We got to get off the Georgia College commercials.
Yeah, we don't need to see that.
Those are all of our. That's the officially human one that was presented to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we had to do that.
Yeah, we had some good food at the Bo Bop's. Went to the AD meeting. I got to say, big fan of the fellas. Carrying the load up at Allendale Fairfax. Good guys, Coach Randy Berg, and I can't recall Coach Edmonds. I want to say the girls' coach. Good guys. Got to meet all the folks. That was fun. And then on the way back, we stopped and looked at the Polaris place over in Estill at a nice little side by side we might be getting for the Ville. And then we called Mac. We called Max on the way there. and we kind of pranked him a little bit. Rayleigh said, "Hey, you want to call Coach Max and tell him he's fired?" We fired Max as the assistant middle school softball coach today, and then rehired him as the varsity assistant baseball coach.
Nice.
So welcome aboard, Coach
Yeah.
Max.
By the way, it seems like it's a different guy every night. And so far, it's Nolan Paladugu leads the scoring, 14 points. He's 5 of 7 from the field.
How about that?
That's what this team's all about. You just never know the guys that's going to really step up and have
Twitter.
that big night. And good for Nolan. He's a hard worker on this team.
These are some funky camera angles, though.
I'm not a fan of this one.
I don't like this one at all, especially with the glare on the court.
Sucks, especially when they're running down the court and you can't see where they're going.
They're not.
I mean, I will say the camera's angles are really the camera's really stable and good and everything, but it is a very wide shot, and those corner cameras are odd. Yeah, Max, condolences and congrats. He had to go in a second. I had to prompt him and be like, "You want to tell him why he's fired, Coach?"
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, yeah, right."
It was silent for a few seconds there. Right?
I was like, "What's going on?"
You're like, "Wait, what?
Oh, man.
What happened?"
Yeah.
I literally just put in the application yesterday.
I am very excited to be the assistant head coach for the Hardyville varsity baseball team. It's going to be a good year. We got a lot of really good looking players this year, and I hear we added 3 more players to the team this season.
Well, I added 3 more for softball today. I don't know about baseball.
Okay.
Is that what you thought I meant earlier? Oh, did you add some today?
Eamon said we had a couple that may be interested. I don't know who they are, but
I did say baseball to a young man yesterday, and he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, you like baseball?" And he's like, "Yeah." And that was about as much of a conversation as we could have, except for he did understand Los Bananas de Savannah. So that the coach played for Los Bananas de Savannah. So I think he might be interested.
Great, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Eamon speaks a little bit of Spanish. So I think
he does.
The season.
He does speak a little Spanish.
Because I know just a smidge of Spanish, and that's pretty much it. I can't fully speak a sentence in Spanish. I
had a couple girls having a conversation in Spanish at the end of practice today that I had no clue. No clue.
But I will say
the softball team, that was all I was getting.
The team at Hardyville is looking strong this year.
It's coming together, man. It's coming together.
They're gonna have your guys are gonna scare the living hell out of Bamberg. I can tell you that.
Well,
you may not beat them. You may not beat them.
They're good. They're very good.
Yeah, they are good.
28. They got 28 girls between their varsity and their junior varsity, which is really a middle school plus a couple ninth graders. He said.
Yeah, but I mean, Bamberg's the middle.
But I think we're gonna get pretty close to those numbers. The difference is most of the girls have been playing ball for a few years, and most of our girls have never touched the ball.
Why do I feel like that's the thing with softball teams? It's like softball teams at a school in the middle of nowhere that always end up being like really good programs.
Oh yeah, if you would like to join Max and I on the coaching staff in the Ville, my boss does remind you that if there's a USCB student with soccer experience, perhaps doesn't have to be a USCB student, but if you're a former soccer player, you want to get involved, you want to be a coach. We need an assistant boys soccer coach, varsity, and this is a team that has a real chance to win a ring in 1A this year.
I was gonna
real chance.
Then they have a great blend of international players.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they got.
Originally, I was going to call Luke O'Grady about it, but of course, he's now the head coach.
He got a gerb.
He's going to be the head coach for Helmet Prep. We need to get him on the show one night to talk with him and talk about what his upcoming season looks like for the Dolphins soccer team.
Absolutely.
So we'll get discussions with him and have him hop on for a show one night. But
we get a whole new crop of potential guests in a few weeks, boys.
Yeah, we do.
That's one of the cool things. We get new main characters every season.
I know for a fact we're gonna get Jay Scarborough, the head coach of Helmet Christian.
Absolutely.
Baseball on the show with us. He's been asking me. He's like, "When can I get on the show, man?" I was like, "Dude, I will find the day for you, man." He's like,
we'll definitely get him, man.
He's a great guy, so I'm very excited for that too.
We got a battle here, boys.
Nolan's 3 points away from 20, man. That'd be his first 20-point game.
Would it?
I think so.
Well,
Really?
while we sit here, I'll show some love to Hudson's Seafood House on the docks. Dang it. Hudson's great spot on Hilton Head Island, one of the prettiest places on the prettiest island on the planet. Go out there, get some seafood, some cocktails, some what was the other thing I was going to say? Sunset. Yeah, the sunset is beautiful out there on Skull Creek. Go check them out. They're presenting sponsor of Under the Bus. New episode out tonight. I got to sit in for the legend Curry Kirkpatrick because the internet gremlins were having their way with Curry down in Florida tonight. It was not happening. So
Oh boy.
I got in
Come on,
there,
boy.
had some fun with Bob Stevens and Rich Pacifico. Thanks to Hudson's Seafood House on the docks for making it possible. And now we got a timeout. Sand Sharks down 3, 4:16 to play.
And the
Ronnie
clock is
Funball wants to
4.
talk it over.
There you go.
Going down to the wire, it seems, just like so many of these Sand Shark contests.
Absolutely.
This one away from the Cove at Georgia College, and I've seen teams at so many levels, the Division I level. You can't expect to win every game by 20. You can't expect to win every
No.
game by 15. It's all about surviving through 40 or so odd minutes and finding a way to get it done. And the USCB has done that the last couple of games, and it seems like they're gonna have to find another spark down the stretch to grab this one on the road because
Well, I
road
mean,
games are never easy. Never easy.
well, in the Peach Belt's case, you can't expect to win any games by more than 15 these days.
Oh no, everyone's
It feels
just
like
the
every
parity in
night
this
it's
league is
got to be
crazy.
10 or less points between the two teams,
Yep.
But that's what makes it fun. Really, I enjoy it. Every time I'm at a USCB game, it's fun because it always ends up being a great game. Comes
Oh,
down
hell
to
yeah.
the wire. It's just really fun.
No lead is safe.
Yeah, no lead is safe, especially for
This is a
Georgia
fact.
Southwestern on Saturday.
This is a fact. Hardyville will have the toughest boys soccer schedule
Yeah,
in the
dude,
state.
they got a gauntlet. I hear they're playing teams like May
Gauntlet.
River. Misa Garzone's going to get to see them this
Yep,
season.
we're playing everybody.
Yeah,
We
they're
want
playing
all the
great.
smoke.
They do, but I think that means that they want to see what they got through that
Absolutely.
gauntlet, before they get
You guys remember Ephraim Tinoco and his magical foot who lifted us
Yeah.
to the big win over Branchville. He's our star. He's our star player.
Fair enough.
Poppy Miller is a legend. She is an absolute legend. To the USCB Hall of Fame. Yeah, she might be a Hall of Famer someday. I don't know. Not so much for her play, but because what she parlayed it into. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
and
she's probably
that all started at USCB. That's where she started her broadcasting career.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd say she's probably. I think that's in a non-competitive way. I mean,
Right.
love Pop to death. She's
Yeah.
terrific, and she's a great ambassador for the university.
She was an excellent player, but
yeah,
she's
just didn't have
gone on
numbers.
Right. Well, she was a defender. She was an outside back. What
Yeah.
numbers do you get as an outside back?
I also put in the request to the Peach Belt to get rid of Defender of the Week for women's soccer or soccer all in general, and put Freshman of the Week or Rookie of the Week or Newcomer to the Week, something else that could, because you don't have defensive.
I don't know. That's hard.
Love because it's at some points you just see they don't score as much, so it's great to see defenders get more love because of how valuable they are. I mean, how many times have we shout out players like Aaliyah White, Adriana Martin over the last few years?
Well,
but they rarely score.
That's my point, is that we can shout them out all we want, and like how many times, like Emily won Goalkeeper of the Week, but then why didn't we win Defender of the Week?
Yeah, and I mean, I understand that because
Defender of the Week
goes
is
hand in hand with your back line, and so I mean you can't have. I mean, your defense plays so much into goalkeeping. Yeah,
I understand why they want to have a defender award because they would literally be the only position group that's basically excluded from having any opportunity to win an award because a goalie's going to win it, an offensive player is always going to win it.
Yeah.
So you almost have to.
That was the same. We talked about it on
the problem is not with the idea of the Defender of the Week award; it's with how do you determine it. And the SIDs in particular, it's hard to do that.
It's definitely hard.
Coaches could better do it because the coaches.
Decision. I mean,
you tell the coach our girl held so and so.
Yeah,
Good pass.
It goes hand in hand with goalkeeping. I mean, just because of how much you can
The
really
coaches
do.
could do it because the coaches would recognize, like, oh my gosh, they held that team to 11 shots, or whatever, and that girl only had 3 shots. That they must have locked her down. Who did that?
Yeah.
But to us casuals, it doesn't mean that much. Splash!
Oh, good.
Spanos! The
He's
great
been such
guy.
an underrated
One
part of
too.
this team the last
Yeah.
couple of games. Spanos has been lighting it up, and he's been contributing a couple other ways as well. I'm pumped to see him really start to energize this team in a big way.
He had a
They
bit of.
they need that second group is just such an important piece or just a unit of this squad. I mean, it's been like I said, like I wrote in this past week. I mean, they have meant so much, and Smiles has been a big part of that, and just a really well-oiled unit recently. And I love how they took that setback, the one they had a couple weeks ago against Flag, and really used that to empower them moving forward because they're looking like a team that is going to challenge anyone in this conference. Obviously, you'd love to put up better starts, and because you just don't have much room for error when you go down by a big margin. But this game is right there. It's a 1-point deficit for the Sand Sharks. Can they find a way in the last minutes?
I'm thinking about this because, and Kevin, I know you're listening and watching, but I was looking at the picture he posted on Instagram with Lydia as the cat woman, gat woman.
Yeah.
So how would you guys like this? One way, this is something that JJ you used to do pretty well because your writing skills are much better than mine, but doing more interest pieces. So like Wes, Kevin, like you guys, if you guys wanted to pick once a week and put something out there and we put it on the website,
like features.
That way, you guys can pick your team, pick a team, and we can get like some. That you guys get more stuff. We get some content on the website that's not just stories, and
we'll publish it on Loco too, and
do everything. That way, you guys can. Because Wes, I learned a lot just from reading your golf recaps last year that you'd help me out with from time to time. So, stuff like that would be huge. Just because Gina and I talked about it previously about getting some more human interest pieces, stuff out there.
And that's. I mean, it's great to do the recaps, but when you do the features and really go in depth into a certain player or group of players, that's when it's you can really find some good insights and adding in feature stories on top of the recaps and reports we already see on a daily basis for the games that go on. I think that would be a nice touch. So, that's definitely something that interests myself, and certainly that would interest Max and others as well.
Yeah, Libby said it down here. JJ, I'm going to show it just because I'm there. Yes, please.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's the kind of stuff that we would like. That's the kind of stuff we need. It gives more.
It's a great way to grow the website too. I think it'd be great to have some of those.
Yeah, and post it on Loco and
because not only would it grow, it wouldn't just grow USCB's website; it would grow our website too.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. I like that. I mean, I'm not writing has never been my forte, but I've always been eager to give it a go one day.
I will say that if it's something you want to continue to go into, writing is a necessary skill to have.
Absolutely
100%.
And
you told me that from day one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's something I'm
gotta
working
be
on.
able to write no matter what you do.
KG came down with it.
Oh, sure did. You're seeing the future a little ahead of me, bro.
This is nervy time right now.
Sure is.
Come on, boys, play it.
Nice move, Spanos. It was a good take.
Man,
good take. Just short with the floater.
Up one there.
Down one inside a minute.
Sharks are gonna need a stop.
Oh yeah. Timeout. He took time out.
That's their last timeout.
Last time out. Don't Chris Webber it, buddy.
You have time to play it out. You don't have to foul.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, boy.
I both love and hate these games. I love them because they're so exciting, but I hate them because I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack every time I watch one of these games. But it is fun. I do enjoy watching these. I don't care if they're at home or on the road. I do enjoy watching them.
I don't. Stresses me out too much.
Oh no, dude! I'm not disagreeing with you on that. It stresses me out more than you know. I mean, I was stressing out just doing the women's basketball game the other day with Justin on because all of a sudden it goes to overtime. I'm like, wow, this is great, but this is also so stressful.
Right.
Not to do something or say something stupid while on air or just it's great. I do love it.
Well, JJ, I hope you told Max about the waffles. No talk about waffles.
Yeah, don't talk about waffles. I mean, you can talk about waffles, but don't say other special words. Don't say
other special words when you think you're muted, but for some reason it picks it up.
It has happened before.
Gotta be careful. That's why I when I'm close to the mic,
I assume all mics are hot now.
You just
I
can't take a chance.
I think you guys have shared the waffles story with me, so
yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Carlo and I talked about waffles a lot.
Carlo Perusa.
When we thought we were off the air.
Yeah, of course, Carlo.
Right. Big possession. Georgia College up by 1.
Oh, jeez, come on, boys.
Delete.
Oh my God!
What was that?
Out of bounds, and that is ball 26.
He just airballed a lean-in 3 with 4 on the shot clock.
Why would
and now the shot clock's off.
Shot clock's turned off.
Will
they bleed it down to the end, or will they take one?
He's gonna call a timeout. Yep, there it is.
Oh, they'll bleed it. You got to bleed it, right?
Yep.
You bleed it down to like 2.
Yeah. You don't want to leave them time for a possession.
Best opportunity is
I mean, you maybe drive. You probably drive with like 10, just in case you get a ball knocked away out of bounds or something, so you don't leave yourself with no time.
Yeah,
but
then my point. If you see a good driving lane, do you take it? Or an open shot close to the basket?
I think, and I think you can afford to go a little earlier just because they don't have any timeouts left.
Right.
So they can't call timeout, advance the ball, that crap, so.
I'm thinking what the situation would be here, what they would do. I mean, your best options would be you make the bucket or you get fouled while going for a bucket, obviously. Oh, boy.
I mean, obviously, like Wes said, if you get a path to the basket, you take it.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Whenever. You just got to get the lead. I mean, I think they most likely try to ISO somebody and get them to the rack, but Paladuga's got the hot hand. Paladuga's got the hot hand. If he's spotted up in the corner and he's open, you kick it.
If it's not him,
it's Kenny. I mean, it's Kenny off the dribble, and then if they collapse, he's looking to kick.
Oh, Relat's not in. Relat's not in, so maybe.
No, it's going to be Kenny off the dribble, but then Spanos and Paladuga have been hot. You got Norton. There he is.
Boom! There it is. There we go. All right.
Buddy, they went
As
quick.
I said, they took it early, but now got to defend for 10 seconds.
Hold him.
And they hold on.
Please.
It's freezing on me. Oh, there we go. 1 second. Did they get that off?
Oh,
no, it's off. Was there a foul?
Yeah, against them though. Our ball. No way, a jump.
No
way.
A jump ball.
What?
No way.
How is that a jump ball?
How much time do we have?
What?
0.0 something, right?
How is that a foul?
It was going in and out for me, so I didn't even see the full play. I just saw the shot. I didn't even know if it beat the buzzer.
No.
Yeah.
It didn't beat the buzzer.
The shot beat the buzzer.
Call that a jump ball?
But who gets the ball? Whose possession was it? That's one thing I hate about.
Yeah, they don't have that on the. We can't see the arrow.
It is available on production truck because I make sure my kids
Who has
know how
possession?
to use it.
Who is the it?
Right.
Let me see. Does it show up here on
God,
the
man.
on live
Watch
stats? I
that.
don't even see the
Oh.
possession either.
So
No, it
Are
should,
they
should be.
saying
referee's
on the
checking out
broadcast
how much
whose ball
time
it is?
left on the replay.
That's
1.1 will be put on the
1.1.
game clock.
I
Sand
thought they
Sharks
heard
will
him
have
say
the
it was
ball
Sand Sharks ball.
because
Sand
of the
Sharks ball.
possession arrow.
Okay. So they're going to
Bobcats
foul.
gonna have to foul
Well, if
immediately
it's
and
USCB ball,
hope for a couple of
I
misses.
would throw it deep.
There's nothing wrong with the scoreboard. It's
It'll be
just
out
that
of
this
bounds on the
bar
south
is
baseline.
over
Yeah.
it for some reason.
It does
Your
that at
mouse is
times.
If
I
There
don't
it's
we
know
go.
on
what
a ball, I'd throw it. I'd throw it deep, but just make sure you get it in and play the guy there. And even if they do beat it, they got a second left, so
I
it's
mean,
enough time
even
to shoot.
getting fouled is not the worst thing either.
I mean, give it to Kenny, or have Tasso throw it in and give it to Dom and
Yeah. I
leave
mean,
it there.
that's-
Dom's
Run out of there the win.
unforgiving.
Yeah.
Bobcats
Come
will
on,
put
boys.
a player
Hey,
on
Libby
the
called it.
player.
Libby called he said offensive rebounding winner, but
I'm
he's
out.
still
Yep.
I'm
Ju-
out.
still got the
Ju-
bucket.
college.
Last timeout.
You
Wanted to see how the Bobcats
Expect
were going to
that.
defend their
Or,
play.
no, that's us who called a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
we're
ain't
the only
got
ones
none.
with timeouts left.
1.1
Alright.
seconds on the clock.
As he
GCU
says, they didn't add the
hold
Huddy
on.
make until
Picked up
after
its
the clock
fourth
went to
conference win
0.
of the season
That's what
Okay.
he meant. It was still showing
And Buford
76, 75.
just
gotcha.
1
Well,
point
see,
away
so we
from
have the thing on our
They do need
in a
Dom.
tie for second place.
They need a childish stat
in the
mano.
Peach Belt.
well, they have.
Tied with
So
the-
what we do is we set up a camera facing the scoreboard, and it's connected
like
to a
that.
computer, and it
Right.
just reads everything that way. We pick it.
Really?
Exactly. That's why. So
That's
Dr.
so
Sawyer,
cool.
It makes
Dr.
it
Sawyer
easier,
doesn't have to touch
Right.
anything except
Right.
the possession arrow or
Dude, that's so cool.
So no timeouts
like
that.
remaining.
and then the
1.1
possession arrow and
remaining on the
bonus.
game clock.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool.
Spatos inbounds it. Did they foul?
They do the same in WHHI.
What are they saying here? What's going on?
Foul is on Cutlass.
Jump ball.
And no
Just
check
kidding.
for time again.
Come on, where's my? There we go.
There it is. There it is.
Fireworks for the win.
Bobcats knew a foul was coming as Mason Etter got
Oh, so
crashed to the floor.
Georgia College fouled there.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah,
Okay.
they mugged him
It's
immediately.
a 1-on-1 situation.
But I mean, how much time can even be on the
Bobcats
clock
can't
here?
call timeout.
There was
Less than a
1.1.
See how
second.
much
They
time
got the
That's
ball
less than a
in.
second.
It can't be more than like 0.6 or something.
I was thinking 0.5. Yeah.
And they get so like they're gonna get a catch and tip is about all. Not even a catch, just a tip is all they're gonna be able to get.
Well, I mean, even according to the NBA rule, you can't.
You can't
0.4
catch.
on the
You can
clock.
only tip.
Yeah, because how much time is left on it now?
I don't know.
0.4?
0.4. That's a tip. Like 0.3 or less.
It's
I think
0.4 and it's a 1-on-1. Yeah.
Yeah. So miss or make, I would just miss the second one. There's because they can't catch it and shoot
Well,
it.
Dugu
So
at the
Yeah.
free throw
It's. I
line
mean,
trying
Just
to-
miss
I mean,
it.
by rule they can under the 3-minute,
1-on-1
the
with
3/10
less than half a
rule,
second left.
right.
but it
But
says
literally, they're gonna have to just catch it and throw it
18
immediately,
Yeah, I
70
mean-
feet or something like.
I mean, just hit.
There's no
yeah,
way. Just miss
don't
this
even
one.
try to
Just
make it.
miss it. Just miss it.
Second one is good.
Okay, that's fine too.
79-76.
Because now they can only tie you. They can't beat you with some kind
Header.
of crazy miracle. But they're not going to.
Mason
Oh
Etter
boy.
Half court shot.
Oh my God!
What the?
Thank
no
God
way.
he made the
James
free
Nichols
throws.
just inside
there's not enough time.
the midcourt line. Let's wait and see. They're gonna
They're
check
gonna
the
have to
Had a heart
review.
attack.
Goodness.
Just letting you know, I just had a heart attack.
As
clock
soon
to
as he
make
launched
sure
it, I
there's
was like,
enough
oh
time.
no, that's got a chance.
I just had a heart attack.
Wow.
All right.
There's no way
That would send us to
Are they
overtime.
waving it off? Because their coach is asking questions.
It's good. We
They're
got
gonna
overtime.
review it.
He didn't
They're
make
gonna
that. There's
review
no
it.
way.
We're going to overtime.
Holy cow! I don't know about that. These men down here are looking at the.
They're going to be
The
some
review.
very
There's no
mad
way he
folks
got
if
it off
they
in time.
say
There's
that
no
the
way.
shot happened
Please don't do this.
Oh my God.
After. Basket's good.
They counted it. Holy crap.
James Nichols the
Bracken,
third.
I guess you're staying here
Ties
for a
it.
bit longer. We got some
That
overtime.
was
Buzzer.
bananas.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
bro.
happened?
they didn't even run a
How?
TV.
I cannot believe what I just saw.
We got 5 minutes,
The
folks.
Christian Leitner roll, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
how do you reset from that if you run for that? What do you tell your guys
Them
after that
Max and
shot?
Aspirin. Keep playing, man.
The
Just
inbounds
keep playing.
pass to
They
They
James
needed a
Nichols
miracle.
the
They
third. He
needed a
caught it
miraculous shot
inside the
If we
midcourt
lose,
to be
line
tied with
Kevin,
this.
Kevin, if we
Spun
lose, I'm gonna
and
need more
fired
than
it
just an aspirin.
and drained it.
Holy shit. Excuse me.
That
Sorry.
was what? No, it's fine. The FCC
No, it's all good,
doesn't care
Bracken.
about us.
Hey, man, you get one. You get one, Bracken.
Oh, I'm looking
It's
at
fine.
that
Free
one.
basketball for
Justin
I
Kelly
need
to-
texted me.
I need to see that again. There's no way he got that off in time. No
Well, they looked
chance.
at the video and thought he did, which is crazy.
What the hell?
But yeah, what if we win?
Stayed
Then
the
what
same
do you
end of the
need?
floor.
Man, I was gonna go to bed early tonight. That's why we started at 9.
Garfield will jump center against Easton.
Your night has been ruined, Justin Jarrett. You can thank the USCB.
Well, while we wait for
men's
tip off, we got one other bit of
Well,
news
I
we
think
saw
we're about to
today.
get going now.
OT for GC.
Our boy Bo Pinkney from Thomas Heyward. He made his commitment. He's going to play
Kick is up
football at Erskine
and
College.
Controlled by
Very nice.
Open.
Shout out to Bo. He's a hammer at Thomas Heyward.
What's
So-
Due West? Due West, South Carolina.
Due West. Yep.
Mm.
You ever heard of
State.
North South
Bobby Ashton
Carolina?
played
Well, it's
2
east of
overtime
Due
games
West.
this season, lost
Due
them both.
West.
There's nothing in Due West
Swings it
Oh.
out
except
there.
Ah!
Not much.
Garfield
Erskine.
down.
How did he miss that?
Alright.
How did it roll over that bucket?
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need to see that shot on the Sportsnet platform.
No extra
I
period
just
games.
have
That's
a
Michael.
strange
That's
feeling.
Michael
Sharks
McEachin's
this
job, right? Our old friend,
Titleist.
my first sports
Yeah.
information
Stops, free
mentor,
throw line
Michael
jumper.
McEachin.
Good.
Oh,
Ooh.
All right, come on, get it together, boys.
45 seconds.
Oh,
and Garfield's
no,
going
got
for
it
it.
Bad, Kenny.
got a little cute, and I
He
saw
tried
it
to get it
coming.
down underneath the basket, and Tony
Ah.
said not
He
this
just
time.
telegraphed it, and then I saw it coming. Come on, boys. Still 5 minutes, a long time for this team. This
I
is going to
know.
help the scoring
Slowed
average,
again.
though. Scoring average was going to dip, but the
Right.
OT is going to help.
Header off to Lynch. Back to Aiden.
If you're looking for a silver lining,
That's great and all, but I guess.
Jumper good.
oh no.
Well, it'll be a silver
Big
lining
Mo.
the way this is going. God,
I'm
Shots
still not
to start
worried.
this
I'm still not
overtime
worried.
period. They lost the
Oh,
ball
how
again.
about now?
no, I'm still not
James just
worried,
simply
but we need
coughed
to
it
cut
up.
it out.
Into the hands of
James, man.
Nichols.
Come on, man. You got this.
Big Mo is a
I'm
I'm
thing.
telling you, we should have missed that
Overtime.
second free throw, dude, and made them have to throw it
Well, that's what I
84
don't
feet.
understand. Why?
We should have missed it on
Well,
purpose.
Garfield with a spin.
Yeah,
They never
Pass
could have
again.
caught it and
what's
thrown
the
it
what's the
84
probability
feet.
of that shot going in?
Bobcats ball with 8
I
to
mean,
shoot.
just
Very
it's
low, but the
ridiculous
probability of one
ridiculous that the
from
shot made it.
it's
But
crazy.
I'm looking at that
Lot
first
has to
half.
check
I mean,
in.
you can't you that's the
And
danger of keeping
so
it
does
close to the
Price.
end.
Sure.
Is crazy things can happen.
I just think if you miss that free throw, there's zero chance that they throw it 84
Oh,
feet
agreed.
and make it
Bobcats by
4.4 seconds.
with the
Yeah, I
ball.
mean, if I was to do it, I would have just said,
Garfield.
yeah, miss it.
Tony
Yeah,
trying to
I
get it
would've
down to
missed the
Nichols.
second
Ball
one, no
knocked
doubt, no
away.
doubt.
Whistle.
Still
But we're
got
still
time.
fine.
Foul on
I mean,
Lynch.
Still got time.
Now,
And that
if we're
was
within 5
by
with a minute left, we're not out of it. You know, like it's not over.
yes, agreed.
Oscar.
But
diving.
I
for
Now we
the
get
ball.
score with nobody,
Fouls out
with
of
the
ball
clock
game.
stopped.
Dallas Clayton will take his spot on the floor.
The score bug is wrong.
Is it?
It's
What is it?
83-81.
Let's go.
You
It's
serious?
Double bonus the rest
Yes.
of the way for the Sand Sharks.
They're off by
what
that
is
much.
it?
Foul
I'm
on
look
GC.
83-80. I'm looking at the score at the live stats.
First
The
free
live
throw
stats
good.
is ahead of the.
Is that after these free throws,
Yes,
though?
that's
I
after
think it's
these
after
free
these free
throws. That
throws.
is-
With a dozen
Yes.
I
points
thought it was 83. They got
and
2
three
buckets, right?
rebounds.
Yeah.
In this overtime, and then we
they
just
said
made
that
2
one
free
was
throws.
a three-pointer.
And second
That's
free
They
why.
called
throw
that a
good.
3?
That
The
second shot
the
that he
person
made
the person who's
Points. CSU
the
leads.
person who's operating the scoreboard
Nichols gets the
on the
inbounds pass.
on production truck is wrong.
On
Right,
the
I got
And,
you.
Yeah,
and
that's
Mac
what
is
I was
not.
So it's 83-81.
It
It's
was
been
not a
messed up a
three-pointer.
lot tonight.
Stop and go.
Yeah.
Gets across
Mac
the
Mac
score.
is Mac. I can see that Mac
Going
is
overtime.
inputting right now. So
Right.
he's not running production truck.
Right. So whatever he's doing is right. We
Yes.
can guarantee you that.
Cross
Yes.
Front. Cutlass again.
Yeah, because it says 83-81 on that screen behind them.
Jumper.
Yeah.
Short.
No good.
Rebound and a stick
Ah,
back
we
by
got to
Big
get
D.
that board.
Yeah. So that score right now is wrong.
Yeah, it's
85,
wrong.
81.
It's 85, yeah.
81.
Yeah, they said it.
Backdoor bounce
There we
pass.
go.
Shot up good.
Yeah. All right.
Yvonne Price.
bucket.
Need to stop here. Need
Yeah, we
something
do.
defensively right now.
We got to
Because
stop
Georgia
last
College,
trip.
they've got all the momentum. They're feeling it right now. It seems like they could hit anything after that half quarter.
Stop ball. Yeah. Oh.
Stripped out of his hands.
Oh, no foul.
Bobcats ball on the baseline.
Come on, boys. I need a splash. Give me a splash. You got the scoreboard, right?
Tell you what,
Is it
I'd
1
rather
point
have
game or
the
2 point game?
call
I'm
for that.
confused.
As Norton comes back on.
It's a 2-point game.
Okay.
And the ball
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
goes
good
down.
job. Good one.
Oh, come on,
Where's
camera.
the camera?
Layup doesn't get it, but it's fouled.
Come on. Somebody's
Stop
Riddle
asleep.
away with the
texting.
camera. Come
Stop
on, man.
texting.
Header, his first foul
Stop
of the
texting
ball
on the
game.
camera, people.
They're watching it.
Did not want to give up that
Yeah,
uncontested
they are.
tying layup. Dominic
Ah.
Eason, a 62% free throw shooter, will try his luck with a
All
couple
right.
of shots at the
Okay,
north
they
free throw
changed
line.
it. All right, good.
Told you he averages just under 12 points
Tie
a
it
ball
up.
game on the season.
Tie this
but
one
in
up. Come on.
conference plays up to 14.6.
Rope a dope.
Stepping up his game as
They
the
love
season
to
goes
rope
on
it.
as a freshman.
Still can't believe you
Ties
hit
the
that shot.
contest.
Oh my god.
That was
85 apiece.
bananas.
Well, will it be a
He
moot
didn't call
point, or
glass,
will it
though.
be
Didn't call glass. No good.
Head to Eder. Back to Cutlass.
I wish that was a real rule sometimes.
2
2 minutes to
go
go,
in
tie
this
game
period.
here in overtime?
We're deadlocked again.
Each have a timeout.
Picks up
Yep, we're 43 minutes
pace,
in. Still
drops it
can't
off.
decide.
to Carpio.
Gotta love
Bangs
it.
his way in there, puts it up, off the window. no
Oh
good.
my. Oh,
It's out of
that's bad luck
bounds.
for them, but their ball.
Off the shoulder of the Sand Sharks.
The feed keeps freezing like every
Bobcats will
second
have
for me.
20 on the
Oh,
shot.
really?
Yeah.
I'm
Mine's
not
staying
having issues
clean.
right now.
Mine's
It
staying
happens to me
clean.
every now and then, but I don't have any issues at the moment. Come on.
Middless into Carpio.
Let's go defense.
Back
Defense.
to Aiden. 15
High
to shoot
tide.
now.
Ryan Aquino
Down to 10.
directing the troops on the
Lobs it to
Georgia
Carpio.
College bench.
Carpio
Oh,
takes it
oh,
down.
Oh, they strip it.
great
Oh, they
hands
got
by
Another
Kenny,
foul
but then we
relief.
No.
that guy's
Boy, did he get
No.
giving us problems.
Norton.
Yeah,
Fourth
we
foul.
knocked him down.
Yeah.
Got to keep them off the offensive glass, though.
Yeah, that's
They called it
like
on
twice
Huddy.
in this overtime where they've gotten
Let's hope
second
this big
chances.
donkey doesn't
They
shoot
got
well.
size, so that's the thing. They got some size on that team.
So,
That girl's no Jeff.
With 98
Yeah.
seconds.
She left a mark. That was spot right there.
They
Jeff's
called
a
the
winner.
foul on Huddy.
Did they? Yeah.
How many is that?
88 seconds.
4.
left, I'm sorry. Math is never my best subject.
Dang it.
First one's
I was
good.
hoping that big fella would miss that.
Try to give the Cats a 2-point lead.
I don't need to be watching the live stats, but I'm having fun. I should be a gambling man, and right now on the
Tony Carpio.
Oh, you're ahead.
18 points in the ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to get a splash, boys.
Get a
Oh,
3-point
okay.
Bobcat lead.
I can feel it.
Is that right? Should be 2.
Nope.
87-85.
JGNY.
That, the old-fashioned way.
Hey, here's a quick fun story. So when I was working at Topgolf in Atlanta and the Braves would play like a noon or a 1 o'clock game,
Yep.
we'd always have the replay on in the bar. And one of our managers was watching it. She's like, I don't know. Like, she's like, oh, man, I want to go to a Braves game. And so I knew what happened because I watched the game. So I said, well, Freddie Freeman's going to hit a 3-run double right here off the wall because I knew it. And she said, I bet you he doesn't do it. And I said, okay, he's going to do it on a 2-1 pitch, whatever, to left center field. And if he makes it, you owe me dinner tonight. I got dinner.
Oh.
Saves it. Gets it to Clayton. Now to
That's
Cutlass.
hilarious,
Bobcats
dude.
will
I went back
Nope.
and
Cutlass takes it in.
I
Got it. Flings it up
made
there.
fun.
That rebound.
Ball is
I
loose.
told her
Another
later.
foul is on the Sand Sharks.
Rebound that basketball.
Thank you.
Rebound that ball, you all.
And she
By
was
the way,
like,
That
the
is a
Braves-
cheerleader.
Yeah.
Cutlass got a little out of himself there.
That's funny. That's a good.
That's a
funny
great
story.
one.
That's
That's
a great story.
My nearest
point lead for the Sand
similar
Sharks
story
with 1
was the
minute to
year
go.
in the Heritage Media
Why is
Center
the clock not running?
that an
Around the right
elderly
perimeter.
media member
Top to
who worked
Gaines
for
now.
another
That
outlet.
clock is behind,
Gaines
by the
comes
way.
around the screen, comes
Yeah.
inside on Clayton.
Ah!
There, missed it.
No.
Rebound by
In and
Price,
out.
and a foul.
"What?"
Oh, come
That's gonna
on.
be on
No, you
Price.
you cannot foul at that point.
No, we can't.
4 on Price.
So anyway, we were at the
That,
Heritage
that
one
is
year.
that is not what you want to see right there. You
No.
cannot
And it's
foul
1-1.
when you're
80
sending them
feet
right to
from
the
the
line.
basket.
Team
Yeah.
foul
It's
in
1-1
that-
though.
That call.
We're in the
It
double
is 1-1,
bonus.
but
So
I mean, just
Oh, it's 1-1.
you're up
them,
by
yes.
one. You
Yeah.
make them earn it. Do not foul
True.
at that.
True.
43
It is 1-1
That's
though.
very true.
So yeah, we're at
Depends
Heritage
on-
one year, and
That
I
was
look
the
up
free
on the
throws.
screen and they're showing replays from years gone by, and they're showing Davis Love's famous chip in where he
Mhm.
does
Oh, yeah.
the
Well,
fist
there you
bump.
go.
And somebody was this elderly media member like goes to get a cup of coffee or whatever. He's walking back and he's looking at the screen and he goes, "Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!" And it's like, "Yeah!" When Davis Love chips in, and we're all like, "Yeah, that was from like 15 years ago, dude."
With 32
That's
seconds
so
Oh
funny.
my
left.
god. By the way, I think
Extra
the
period.
Braves. I saw the other day. It showed up for me the other day. The Braves have a whole new media coverage this year, like something brand new. I think they're using FanDuel Sports Network.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's like-
Valley. Well, it's the
Bally
same thing.
Sports, Fox Sports. It's all FanDuel.
it?
FanDuel
Okay.
Sports Network is the
32
same.
seconds to go.
Did they buy it out? All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not
Okay.
Bally's anymore. It's FanDuel.
Yeah, it's not Valley anymore. It's
Carpio with 15, 14. for
I'm hoping I
Cutlass.
can watch them this year because
And
having
12
Hulu
for
did
Lynch.
nothing for me last year. All I could watch was national
Oh.
televised
Oh
games.
yeah, I
on
haven't
ESPN.
seen. I haven't been able
Now you're
to see
green
any
I don't
Braves
like
games
it.
in years. It's
Holding up.
garbage.
Yeah, dude.
I've
If,
seen the Braves play a game
no
all
bad.
year.
All you
That's
had to have-
right. I ain't seen the game.
Yeah.
Braves playing a game
Exactly.
all year.
20 on the shot clock.
I also
32
heard
on the
it could
game
be
clock.
on top of FanDuel. We might be able to see it on local TV this year as well,
Really?
like Savannah-based
Really?
stations with great media. Because I know
That'd be cool.
one of the news networks in Savannah.
Ah, nice.
How is he not fouled?
Oh, that is a
No.
hack.
How is
My
it not a
goodness.
foul? How?
He was
Alright.
bludgeoned.
10 seconds to go, and
And they got the last possession.
Ball
dude.
better
That's
not
last
lie.
great.
Ball better not lie.
Missed it.
It
Foul?
He's got
It
it.
didn't
Foul
lie.
over Don.
Now,
Alright.
thank you. That a boys. That's how you do it. Don't
Jesus.
screw
Well,
it up this
now
time
we're at the
around,
same
please.
spot as we were before.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, but we're
Seriously.
going to the line, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
They didn't call some kind of jump ball in that stalemate.
No.
Stalemate.
How much
No.
time's left? It says 3 here on the game clock.
But you would think the
Yeah.
rest would do it every now and then. Would
It
just
looked like
say,
it said
yeah,
3.5
All
on
right, so a
the,
little more time than the one last time.
scoreboard.
That's
So.
Yeah, but we
that's
get yeah.
3.5.
3.5, so a little more time. So you probably would love to
Yeah.
make both of them. You wanna-
Yeah, you want to make both of them here.
Yeah.
Dominic Eason try to give his team a 3-point lead with 2 make it 3.5.
Please don't make this deja vu. Please.
2.5.
I don't want to see
Wonder if
another
this is
one.
the same guy on
I
the
don't
floor.
want
The guy,
another. I do
the guy
not
made
want
the last
another
assist
blind
on the
bucket,
floor.
man. I don't.
Missed the first
Oh no.
Oh, Dominic.
We either win or we lose.
Oh, come on, Dominic.
Eason
Come
with
on.
only 6 points tonight.
Please
Either win or we lose.
His first miss at the free throw line.
At least it
Second
wins.
one is good.
Okay.
I would rather have made the
Ball
first
game.
and miss the second. But, oh, goodness,
Please
now they
too.
got to play.
start.
And
Please.
they got time.
Might
3 and a
as
half
well
to go.
miss the
Inbound,
second,
gets it to
honestly.
Cutlass.
Come on. Hold him.
Timeout with
Timeout.
7
Oh, they got the time.
left.
Oh.
Oh my. Wasted a few
They get to
tenths.
sit up.
Hmm.
They're going to put
How much
That was
time do they have?
7
Make it
tenths.
1.3.
Oh, they're gonna put more on. And they're gonna end up
1.3.
with
I mean, you
1.3,
probably don't.
I think.
Do you have enough time to?
You got
to
one
look
dribble.
inside? Like if you get the ball right there, do you have time to look
Bobcats are
inside?
down
You
by
probably go look
2
for,
with
or you go for the
1:43
outside shot.
1.3.
1.3, you probably don't have
1.3.
much time, so you probably just have to kick it out and
Yeah, it's
Have enough
one dribble.
Yeah.
It's one dribble
Saturday night
max.
at
I think
Centennial.
you're
TCU
probably
I mean,
looking for somebody
up
to flash
on
open
a
some. I
half-court
mean, it
shot.
doesn't
I
matter
don't
where
like
they are
that.
necessarily. If somebody gets enough space
send
to
the
get
game
off
to
a shot, that's
overtime.
who you're looking for.
I mean, are you
Yeah,
are you
And
pulling a
TCU
Cardoza?
saw a fair most of
if
the
you're
second
I mean,
USCB,
minute.
you
Biggest lead was
I
one
would
thing you
definitely
get
have
get
people
fouled.
rolling to the
40 to
rim,
go.
no question
not-
about it.
I-
It's
do
like
not,
Bragging,
by any
don't
means,
let
do not
anybody
foul.
go.
And
By any means, do
Bragging,
not
I'm just
foul.
gonna say, I know why you don't like watching these games now because it is
Anderson
stressing
time.
the living
guy
hell
at the
out of
top's
me.
gonna roll to the
Carpio
rim.
is taken
Picked
away.
off.
Yes!
Fell on the
There we
floor.
go.
He fell on the deck.
Foul on the floor.
Are we going to call
Attaboy.
the foul or not?
I'm surprised they're not calling traveling
Holding on Carpio.
against us.
And that'll be 5 on
Well,
Tony.
that was a
Foul.
foul on
Yeah.
KG.
Yeah, he got
Gotta
mugged.
check the clock.
It's not the first time he got mugged.
No,
Carpio
Huddy
foul.
it's
got
not.
absolutely hammered at the
Oh,
basket down here.
that's
That
assault
was
in real life.
outrageous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
exactly. Yeah, you go to
So
jail
how
for
much
that in
time are
real
they
life.
putting on this time?
Krachik will take his place. They're
Clock's at
checking
0
the
right now.
I don't know, but it's
replay to
been
see how much time might be
quite the
left.
ordeal.
Lobbed it into
here.
Carpio, but he just couldn't.
Yeah,
get
especially for the
enough
tens of
ups
fans
to
at
get
Georgia
that one.
College tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
Gaines, who's
What a
about
game.
Shouldn't be too
Yeah,
much time
great
left.
game.
It was 1.3, something like that.
Carpio.
great game.
Yeah, it was
Stressful.
1.3, and we
Every
picked it
time
off,
must
fell
have-
to the ground, and got fouled. Like, you could have just let the
0.5.
clock run out there. You don't have to
0.5?
call that
Okay,
foul.
now I wouldn't mind missing that second one at this point.
You know how they
Make
hold the
both.
whistle?
Make
You know
both.
how
Make
they
both.
hold the whistle until the
Or make both.
yeah, make both.
Yes,
and
or
it's
make
over.
both because
Make
then-
both
Make
and
both.
don't do a
Before.
thing.
But you know,
both.
you know how they hold the whistle to make sure the shot doesn't go in? Like, why wouldn't you just hold the whistle there, and as long as
3-point lead at
USCB retains
90-87.
possession until clock runs out, just let the game end?
Please just
Right.
You don't
make
need to
both.
call that
Make the
foul.
second one, please. Don't ruin this.
One more
Come
will
on.
do it.
Ball
There you
game.
go,
There we
folks.
go. Ball game.
Happy.
91.
Just
Ball
don't foul him. Just don't
Yeah,
foul
just
anyone.
put your hands up,
That's
don't
the ball
foul,
game.
and Sand Sharks
He
can
didn't get that off anyway.
run away from Milledgeville, Georgia. Get the heck out of here with that win.
91.
Oh,
Good.
I feel good happy now. Holy hell.
Ooh,
As they
indeed.
come up short.
Quite the
Oh.
ordeal is the
The
idea of
number 2 team in
Mini
the
stroke. Golly.
Sand Sharks of USCB.
With that,
Hold
gentlemen,
on to beat the Bobcats in a tightly fought ball
Whew.
game all night long.
we got her
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
Hey,
Bracken.
it took a little
That's
longer, but
precisely right.
it's a win. It's a win. A win is a win.
It's a win. Stressful can be.
It
for
counts
win,
as a
but it's
dub.
win.
I'm
It
Why
counts
do I
as a
feel like
dub.
that play, even with Georgia College losing, that play is going to be recognized at some point?
Okay, so we're 9-3 now, right?
Yeah, do you want to go check the standings?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
tied with Augusta and Aiken,
They both won tonight?
apparently, because they're both 9-3.
Okay, yeah.
Columbus State
Hold on,
11
I'm
and
looking
2.
real
Columbus
quick.
State
USCB
11-2.
everyone, Augusta and USC Aiken both picked up victories. It appears, and Columbus State they won as well. They're 11-2.
Yeah, 73-60
wait,
over
they're
Clayton.
11-2. They must have played an
Yeah, they
additional
must
game.
have played in one more game than everybody else. They must not have got snowed out.
No, they did not.
Them and somebody else got it in that week.
That basically puts us still a game
And-
A
behind.
game and a
hey,
half. A game
We
and a half.
still have a 2-game lead, for fourth, at least for fourth
for
place.
a
So,
first round home game.
yep.
March 5th, boys. Put that on your calendars.
March 5th.
Yes, I will.
Oh,
I will
shoot.
be for sure getting that day off. I'm getting that day off. One way or
I might have an issue. I
That
do
day.
have an issue. Yeah.
Please don't say that.
I have a home softball game that day. Unless we
Oh,
switch it up. Unless we switch it up.
might
How
wanna
often do you
switch
get to
the
call? How
Tuesday
often do you get
there.
to be a part of a
Right,
Peach
I
Golf
know.
tournament
Exactly.
for a
But,
regular season?
It might
softball?
rain. It might rain. You never do know.
You never know.
Justin, you might want to move that date just to be safe.
Just
Yeah.
got scheduled, man. It just got scheduled.
Who are you playing?
It is a middle school game though, so you know.
Oh,
We're playing Bluffton Middle. It's sort of a scrimmage. It's really sort of a scrimmage, but
you should be fine.
I'd see if I could.
what time are we gonna tip that thing?
Would it be because it would be a standalone game.
Right. What time will it tip?
Oh,
Probably
man,
wouldn't be
I don't know.
5:30. Probably wouldn't be 8. It'd probably be between those two times.
7.
Hold on. Go to the Peach Belt website and see if they have it. Or you're there. Go to the championships.
See, championships.
I
Go
got
down
it.
to men's basketball.
Times and details will be announced once seeds and locations are known.
Yeah, so I guess you'll have some
TBD.
discretion involved.
Yeah, so Augusta beat Flagler tonight. USC Aiken beat Georgia Southwestern tonight. So they both won tonight. Columbus State. Who did Columbus State beat?
I'll tell you what,
Clayton.
Georgia Southwestern's a really freaking good 8-14 basketball team.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
for
Yeah,
sure.
are they?
Gosh.
I mean,
To
they're
be
just
2-10 in conference play.
They're
And North Georgia
so
lost too.
tough in the
Holy
front court.
smokes!
Yeah, they're tanking, dude.
They
They're
lost
going the wrong
again?
direction.
I mean,
Really?
they're going to be out for blood. They've lost 5 straight. Saturday is going to
Yeah.
be a bloodbath because
Oh
they hate
my!
us.
Oh, they lost to Lander.
Yeah,
They've
they
lost to
do
Lander,
not
Columbus
like
State,
this.
Georgia. Oh, they lost. Oh, they lost decent amount to Georgia College.
They've
Wow.
lost 6 out of their last 7.
That's insane. Yeah, never did I ever think I'd say North Georgia has lost 6 out of their last 7. I would have never saw that one coming.
Their opportunity, they have to go out and they're barely on the cusp right now for the tournament.
Right. I mean,
no,
they're
that's-
not
that's
really
insane.
because they're 2 games ahead of Georgia College, so they're
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
safe.
Yeah, but they're still on the bottom of
7
that
seed
tournament.
right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs though.
No, I wouldn't either.
Me neither. They're scary.
Yeah, very
Everybody's tough, though. Everybody's tough. It's going to be a battle no matter who you get in the playoffs.
Everybody's scary. That Georgia Southwestern team, despite their 2-10
I think
record in conference play, was
it's
scary
going to be
watch.
tough no matter who you play, but getting that home game, playing it in the Cove that first round, that's everything. You want to have that home court advantage. That is the real advantage, no matter who you play, is to have it at the Cove.
KG
Yeah,
had 21
absolutely.
points.
Finished with 21.
Oh, boy.
21, 7 rebounds. He went 11 for 11 from the free throw line. JJ, you're going to like
Then
this
you
number.
hope that because it has happened before, not just just in any conference tournament, we have seen 8 seeds knocking off 1 seeds, and you
Yep,
never
last
know.
year. Georgia
never
College was
know.
the 8th seed last year, and they knocked off Aiken.
See,
Really?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
knew.
that
I
was-
remember that. I remember that
How
happening.
do you
Like I
think
said,
Aiken
highest
felt?
remaining seed hosts the semis in the final.
That's right.
How do you think Aiken felt losing as the 8th seed and having to host the rest of the tournament?
Right. That's why they changed it, huh?
Yep.
I don't know if that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
reason
that's
why,
right.
but
So what was the stat you were going to mention?
So KG 21 points, 7 rebounds, 96.2% from the free throw line, 25 for 26.
The team?
The team
So the one miss
was Dom.
that would have sealed it at the end of regulation.
No. Dom's.
No, we
miss
made them
went-
both. Yeah, it was the one we missed.
Did we
Yeah,
miss one? I thought we missed one.
Dom
We
missed
missed
one.
one. By the way,
Dom
we
missed
did miss
one.
one,
We made them
yeah.
both at the end of regulation, but
Yeah.
Dom missed one.
In
That's
overtime.
By the
right.
way,
He banged the
that-
first one.
That Columbus State game, I think, is now becoming more and more important for them.
Clearly.
being
I
that-
mean, right now, if
They need
Columbus
to win
State
it to be
loses,
able to have a
I'm not
chance to
sure
get
what
first
the
place.
tiebreaker would be, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And by the way, Columbus State's moved up the rankings nationally too. I believe they're now up
Yeah.
to 14th in the country.
But what really is going to be the big deciding games is the home and home with Aiken, because they're both sitting at 9-3 right now. Those
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
big
they
games.
are.
If one team sweeps that, that's
Right.
going to be huge. If they split, it probably hurts both of them a little bit.
But not
So-
well.
Yeah, I mean, I just in the sense that it's. I'm not saying it
I mean,
hurts
they'll
them,
give
but like it
Augusta-
hurts their chances of winning it. Like one of them needs to sweep
Yeah.
that series. to have a
Yeah.
Columbus State's
whatever.
hoping to split. Columbus State would hope
They
that
don't.
Buford
Right.
and Aiken split.
That's
that
what I meant.
two-game
That's what I
split.
meant by it.
And by the way, if they do split, that puts Augusta in a good position. If Augusta
Right.
somehow
They're also rooting for the split, but we still get to play Augusta and Columbus State. Like, control our own destiny, 100%.
Golly,
So
that's good Lord. The top 3 teams we still have to play. That's just insane to think about.
JJ, just so you know this, when we play Augusta, we are Dip Mitras he goes by Dip, but his name is Darren.
Yeah.
So we are introducing as Darren Mitras. Apparently, it gets under his skin, and we will do anything to get under his skin because he's going to try and play defense on you.
Make sure the student sections know that Darren.
Oh, we are. I'm going to talk to Justin about it. Justin Shelley. About this.
Darren.
How's it going, Darren? How's your day been, Darren?
Sit down, Darren. You know what they used to do?
It's homecoming. And it's homecoming.
Oh, it's homecoming.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one for you to pitch them. They used to troll Norm Stewart at KU, at Kansas. They would, whenever he would get pacing, because he liked to pace and Dip likes to pace, the students would start going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, every time he took a step. Oh man, it was so funny. So you could do that.
Wait, that Augusta game is homecoming for USCB. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's also my birthday. It's also my birthday.
So could you imagine if we get a sellout?
March 1? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, that's me.
March 1.
Yes.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna
go. It's also my bedtime. Yeah, let's let Bracken get out of here.
I'm gonna finish my story and get out of here.
It's been fun.
Get her done, boy.
Stressed you out. Stressed me out. So. Have a good one, man.
See you.
All right, boys. Let's bring this thing in. It's bedtime. We got a few more sponsors that we want to shout out. We got Base Hit Life, baseball and softball themed apparel. Live your best Base Hit Life at basehitlife.com and get looking cool like Max does when he wears his Calm Your Mitts hoodie. Dr. Ambrose Cole is your I have a Base Hit Life shirt on under here, actually. Next pitch.
Yeah.
Next pitch. Dr. Ambrose Cole, he's our official chiropractor. Find him at Rooted Living Wellness in Bluffton, and he'll get you feeling right, mind, body, and spirit. Reverence Wrestling Club, our official wrestling sponsor and presenting sponsor of the Loco Grind. Barefoot Floor Care of the Low Country, getting your floors so clean your feet will thank you. And Jay's Barbershop, the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. Go in to say hi to Jay and come out looking stylish. You might even see our old friend one time over there, or Tony O'Banner, or any other number of high-profile people in the Loco Sports universe. So one time I've been working on that field now. Him and Trey, they got my field looking good every day. So awesome. All right, boys. Parting thoughts?
Man, was that one insane
that was fun.
Basketball game? Thankfully, that full court shot is officially moot. I guess may not be moot to the guy who hit it because it's a good memory for him, but in retrospect, means nothing now because the Sand Sharks found a way. And certainly it got worrisome early in overtime. I mean, down 5 and you get up a steal. It was wheels were coming off moment right there. But like I said, Ron Fidala's guys were able to weather that storm and get back to attacking on offense and got the stops they needed. So I will say that I've covered a couple of teams. I remember Davidson. We had some teams that were good and just barely survived a couple of games in that conference. And just overall, I remember just watching some other college teams like you gotta survive some nights. I mean, you go into some road games that you get some bad breaks and you get some bad luck, but good teams find a way to win. Good teams find a way to win those games.
Yep. At this point, it's not really a crazy game anymore. It's just what's normal for USCB now, isn't it?
Right.
Seriously, especially with the last 2 games that we've had that have really just come down the wire or have gone to overtime for that matter. But yeah, I mean, that is a great way to put it, Wes. I mean, good teams find ways to win, and this is a very good USCB team, and they have found ways to win all season long. They did it against North Georgia. They did it against Georgia Southwestern this past Saturday. They know how to do this and do it well. They do it very well, and it's been very fun to watch, but also very just plain out.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like a risk-reward golf hole. It's
it's stressful, but it's worth it.
It's so much fun, but it is anxiety inducing at times.
I'll say this. It's simple as this. It's stressful, but it's worth it.
That's kind of college basketball, though. Like being a college basketball fan, like being a fan of a college basketball team.
Being a sports fan.
Yeah, for sure. But college basketball in particular, I feel like there's a lot more kind of variance as far as like outcomes go.
Oh, no doubt.
It seems
no
like,
doubt.
It's
especially on the higher
nerve-wracking
levels
watching
in
your team
D1
play
right
every
now
year.
with the transfer portal, and you just see so many you just see so many players going to different teams, and it seems like,
and the margins are often very narrow, so like it's a
Yeah.
nervous thing to. Yeah, that's a good call. Loco branded stress balls.
Right.
That makes sense.
But I have another parting thought. Speaking of basketball, who is ready for what we're going to see tomorrow night at the tank?
Oh yeah, run it
for
back.
the region title. May River and Bluffton with all the marbles on the line. I cannot be more pumped to see how it goes out there, and I mean, just what will be in store for an encore after that barn burner we saw over at the Den. And I gotta say, I think May River is going to have to produce from the outside. I think Andrew Johnson's going to have to hit some threes. Gage Duncan's going to have to get going again, and Tanner Macy has got to be active as well, not just on the offensive side, but with the defense and his passing ability. May River, I don't think, played their best, and I thought Bluffton handled the situation well, and they bounced back a couple of times where it thought that they were letting it slip away against May River in that game. So Bluffton's going to have to be on its best, and Jamari Stewart-Manning, he seems to be like the X factor. When he's shooting the ball well, when you can get another guy who's producing other than Harry Skinner, because he can shoot it. Another guy hitting a three like that, like what we're seeing with Jamari Stewart-Manning, and then Hayden McCarthy, if he's able to produce on the glass again and pick up some boards and turn it into some made buckets. Bluffton has a couple different ways they can beat you, and that's really important. But I think the 3-point shooting of May River is going to be very critical, and just both teams handling the basketball and which team can come up with some live ball steals and turnovers the other way. It's going to be a tremendous game, and I really could see either team winning. I mean, don't ask me who I got, because right now it is as close as it comes right now. I give May River the slight edge because they're at home, but I could see either team.
I think Bluffton's the more talented team by a fairly decent margin, but I think May River plays about as good a team basketball as anybody around here right now. I mean, Bennett's done a really good job. They run good stuff. They make good decisions. They get good looks. They're very efficient, and that's what kept them in the game last night. Really, I mean, Bluffton it felt like Bluffton was kind of controlling the game at times, but they just weren't getting as many buckets. And then May River would get 2 quick ones all of a sudden and be right back in it.
Yeah.
And they're a really good basketball team as far as the way they play. I'm impressed with them. So I'm inclined to say, like, I really think Bluffton might beat them by 10 or 15, but like, just because I think they're that much better than them. But man, May River is getting a lot out of what they got right now and playing at home. I think it's going to be a fight to the finish again. I do.
Yes, I do. And I think one of the reasons for that is May River's at home. That place is going to be nuts.
Aiken's going to be rocking, but the Bluffton fans are going to bring it as well. We saw
I don't know how much the home court matters. Like, both sides were packed.
I mean, look, it really didn't matter as much over there at Bluffton because you saw the energy from May River. I think slightly, but not as big as you would expect. In terms of
I am going to do
advantage.
Everything
but
in my power.
I just like the way that May River is playing in terms of their team ball. Like I said, I feel like they're going to have to hit some big shots throughout, which, guys like Kevin Up-Smith, I'm sure he would love to keep it going.
Another look.
Yeah, get another look at a winner, but more so just keep up the intensity of his game that we saw, despite that shot not going down. I think the process was great for what we saw with Kevin Up-Smith in this ball game. And then for Bluffton, just keep doing what you did last night. But on top of that, be able to knock down some more shots and finish a little bit better at the rim, because I thought they had some chances to extend. And as you said, it kept May River in the game a little longer. So if the execution can, be improved by a little bit for Bluffton, they're able to pick up some important boards from some of those guys. You have that size, you have the talent, the high-end talent with guys like Carnell and White and even McCarthy, who's been playing some great basketball. So if you can control things inside and you're able to execute and hit those shots close to rim, and then use that inside-out game or step those looks for Jamari Stewart-Manning, I think Bluffton has the high-end talent, but I feel like May River's going to come out and prove something early. And if they get it going and they balloon themselves out to a huge lead, I think it could be hard for Bluffton to get back in it. So I'm excited. I can't be more pumped. I don't remember such a huge boys basketball game, a non-playoff boys basketball game at the level that we are seeing right now, especially because both these teams are rivals and they're both having absolutely stellar seasons. This feels like one of the bigger games here in the Loco on the hoops front that we have seen in a while, and really
it feels like the biggest since that McCracken year. Those games at Hilton Head that McCracken year were hype. Like when they played James Island in the Nest, it was hype.
Yeah, that was a region championship game because we had the region tournament this year, but that wasn't a Loco on Loco game. I'm talking about two teams from the Low Country who are.
I agree. I'm just saying as an aside, I think this feels like the most hype for a game we've had since that season to me. It was awesome. It was awesome Tuesday night. It's going to be awesome tomorrow night. And if you can't make it, or if you get there and the fire marshal says no mas, no worries. Buford's Own got you covered. And we hooked it up. Red Bruin going to be joining in mid broadcast because he's got his team banquet, but he's going to be joining Javon on the call. So that'll be cool. Let's call it that. Let's call it a night, boys. Whatever else we got to say, we can save it for tomorrow because it's been a long day. But thanks to everybody who came along. Thanks to Bracken for hanging out and watching the game with us. That was fun. Thanks to all of our sponsors, especially the OGs, the All-Stars, Mickelson Law Firm. We appreciate you. We want more sponsors so we can keep doing this. So get in touch. info@LowcoSports.com. Find us on all the socials. You probably got my number. It's out there. We'd love to hear from you. But great night, boys. Great show tonight. Enjoyed it. Went a little long, but it's all good. We had to go overtime.
Hey,
sometimes
everything's
like that. Sometimes everything's like that.
Gotta do, man.
So we'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll tell you about part 2, Bluffton versus May River over in the deep end. So until then, for Max Raj and Wes Kerr, I'm Justin Jarrett. Go Loco.
The Loco Sports Lowdown podcast is a production of Loco Media LLC and LowcoSports.com, an independent media outlet providing grassroots local sports coverage in the South Carolina Lowcountry. We are sustained by community support from sponsors and patrons like you. Get in the game with a monthly pledge of $1 or more at patreon.com/LocoSports to keep us going and growing. Go Loco!